from Long Island, and I was a very ambitious kid. I was really focused and goal-oriented. I wanted to be successful. You know, I grew up in an Irish Catholic background. I had a good childhood, loving parents, and you know, I always had this feeling that I was less than, though, because I grew up in Mastic and we didn't have much money. I went to college on scholarship to the Maryland Institute College of Art. While I was in college, I think it was my first time where I got caught with drugs, right? Like, I was smoking pot in my car, and I got arrested, and my car was impounded, and I lost my scholarship. From that whole experience, developing a nervous breakdown, and under all the stress of probation and losing my scholarship and everything I'd worked so hard to obtain, I was then put into a psych ward and diagnosed with bipolar disorder. From that moment on, I really started to feel broken. Like, I felt like, wow, I'm crazy. Like, and there were all these taboos, and I really struggled with, like, am I ever going to be a normal functioning person? Because they all kept telling me, no, you can't, no, you won't. It started to trigger a downfall after that. I mean, I went back to school and I went to FIT and I started working in the fashion industry. And I had a great job and I obtained a level of success where I was quite happy. But then there was a falling out with my fiance. We ended up breaking up, and under all the stress, I decided to take a hiatus from work and move back to Long Island. And that's where I met someone that I then dated for 9 years, who ultimately became my heroin dealer. And I think that I really wanted love and acceptance, and in a way I was a bit of a broken creature. Been told I had this mental illness, that I was bipolar, that I was broken and I was unlovable, and that was the idea that I was getting, that when this person showed me love, even though it was a toxic kind of love, which ultimately was abuse, I was so craving that romantic love. Like, instead of reaching for the agape love from God, I was reaching for a romantic love that was toxic, where I would have done anything to please this person. And during this time, I fell back into a really dark place and a really dark depression. And there was one night where my mom had my son, and I was home alone, and I knew my boyfriend was going to be coming home at 10 o'clock. So I scored a bag after 2 years of sobriety, and I shot up and I passed out. I fell out on top of my legs for 12 hours, on my knees backwards, and I woke up by the grace of God, and I dialed 911, and they took me to the hospital where I was put into a medically induced coma. And I was awoken 4 weeks later to get consent to amputate because I had developed compartment syndrome. I was given a choice to live and go through an amputation or to die. And I really mulled over that choice for about a week before ultimately deciding to consent to the amputations, and I chose life. The people at Options have given me friendship and community and stability. They will listen to me without judgment, and they'll help me find a solution to any problem that I'm facing at that time. They'll help me reach my goals too. So the goals change. Like, 3 years ago, my goal would have been to just get out of bed. And now my goals have changed to, keeping up with the bills of my house and being able to go to the gym 3 times a week, going to meetings on my own and at times with a counselor, so that they give me that confidence. The best thing I've ever done, because I'm happy now. I don't think I was happy before losing my legs. I was an addict. I was in the struggle, just living day to day. And now I really love my life. I'm able to travel. I'm capable of being a good mother to my son and find joy